Our this attending to the Upanishad classes sincerely, regularly is so appreciable. Welcome you all with all congratulations, gratitudes. Let along with the regularity, sincerity, may we try our best to increase our seriousness so much that in each of these seven sadhanas, while being in the class itself, we are involving so deeply in that we are totally engrossed in them, seeing this, pleased by this, the divinities, blessing us with the best of the results of the sadhanas we are doing. May that depth, may that total engrossing, may that our involvement with all our faculties in each of the sadhanas in the class we do and of the class we do, may it happen. This is our next immediate goal. Whatever the distractions, whatever the dilutions, with our Viveka Vairagya, we try to reduce them, eliminate them. The seven sadhanas we do are the Shanti mantras, Mangalacharana shlokas, the Sankalpa for the Sanatana Dharma, Samrakshana Abhivruddhi Vishwavyapti and Vishwadhyatmika Pragati, chanting of the mantras of the Upanishad, now the Shanti mantras. Then once the Upanishad study starts, the Upanishadic Khanda will be chanting. Then studying the Chandogya Upanishad with Bhagavan Shri Adi Shankara's Bhashyam. Our everyday's Veda Parayanam. Then our everyday's Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana. Our invocation of the Rishi Guru Kripa continues. Then last but not the least, a small understanding about bettering our life, a common sense thought. And these are the seven things every day we are involving in. Let us start. Om, Om, Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakyapраmanatah Vyakhyatah Sarva Vedantah Satchastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलं स्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः अहिमांशुरिवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापना उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां शाश्वत रूपेण सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओमथ सामवेदांतर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषद पूज्य श्री आद्य शंकर भगवत्पाद विरचित मंगलाचरण श्लोकः 2 times। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। Such mantras have to be so many times chanted. Initial few times the chantings are to avoid the distractions. Some chantings are then to bring the concentrations. Some more chantings are to remember the meaning of that. Later on, every chanting is to dwell deeply in those meanings to such an extent that the meaning of these words sentences is experienced by as our anubhuti, by us as our anubhuti. Thereafter, anubhava should remain. No need of words there. The words employed by the gurus are to convey to us the meaning. The meaning is supposed to be experienced. For the experience's sake is the meaning. For conveying the meaning are the words that are employed. Words are packages. Meaning is the content. We have to consume that content called as anubhuti. ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः शान्तिमन्त्रः सामवेदान्तर्गत छान्दोग्योपनिषद chanted 3 times. ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tadatmani nirate Ye Upanishatsu dharmaha Te Mai Santo Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Such a sublime, all inclusive, most essential, beautiful mantra. In the last 24 hours, this mantra, how many times we have chanted? On the meaning, how many times we have contemplated? How much deeply we felt the meaning in us? If we have done good amount of times, sufficient amount of times, that means we are on the path, on the sadhana. If we have not even done once, then how can we expect the spiritual evolution, unfoldment, growth to happen in us? That itself is a proof about our commitments, our sincerities, our involvements, both in wanting to reach the goal, therefore doing our sadhanas, whether we are doing or not. Never mind. Again, the Lord has given us one more day before we reach back to this class tomorrow. Let us see how many times this mantra, so powerful, so pregnant, so important, we chant and we feel the meaning of it. This mantra and the mantra artha and bhava in the mantra artha and the bhavana of the bhava of this mantra is the seed from where the big tree of our subsequent study of the Upanishad depends. Is the base on which they edifies the construction of the whole building of Chandogya Upanishad or any Upanishad study depends. So we have to take out time, we have to give time, we have to apply our mind, we have to sit for it. Isn't it? Without all these necessary efforts, imagining that we will grow spiritually is imagination only. Om Apyayantu Mamangane. What effort I have put in my last 24 hours for my Anga Apyayanam, which are they? Vak Pranaschakshushrothram Atho Balam. Have I minded yesterday? My Bala, a Vilakshana special Bala required for spiritual doings. Did I think about the Bala? Which balas are required for the Adhyatmika Prayatna? First, we have to put Prayatna to gain those bala. Indriyani cha sarvani. How much of the Apyayanam of our Antakarana we have done? Molding all of them towards, all the four of them, towards our spiritual unfoldment. Did we take the mind into confidence and train it, intellect into confidence and strengthen it, chitta into confidence and remove the unwanted and replace it by the wanted? Did we strengthen our aham, the sadhaka aham in us, reducing the samsari in us, samsari aham? That's called as apyayantu indriyani cha sarvan. Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. How many times we did this practice? That everything is Brahman, told by the highest authority of the Jnanam called as Upanishads. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam. The central point of this entire mantra, central point for our entire spiritual journey identity is this one. Not doing the Nirakarana of the Brahman. Yesterday, how much times we have rejected the Nirakarana of Brahman and accepted the conscious practice of the Svikarana of the Brahman. You know, with so much of the inputs given to us, it is our kartavya to do. If now during the classes time we don't do sadhana, when we stop attending these Upanishadic classes for any of the reason, or if they end When do we do the sadhanas? If not now. तवा गरम तभी roti सेकना है. When we are in the classes, when we are in the prime time, when all conveniences Bhagavan is giving, that time only, these things we have to make sure for ourselves. It is like in our traveling journey, we collect all the things. First, we make the checklist and we ensure all of them are collected. Then, before we move, again we check once more. Both the checklist is checked and items also checked whether all collected or not. Same way, every day to be checked, checklist point is this. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. First thought should be when we wake up in the morning is this only. May I not reject the Brahman. Then the second onwards, till we sleep, the continuous thoughts and the last thought also must be this only. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. If at all we want to change any thought, that thought is Mama Brahma Nirakarot. That our application to the Brahman not to reject us. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamasto Anirakaranam me astu. Then Tadatmani Nirate Atmanirati. Have we gained, have we mastered that? ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो. Each of the qualifications for the Upanishadic journey we have to imbibe within ourselves. So many efforts we have to put for our so many doings and evolutions. Let us involve in them with all joy, with all our inner flavor of, the feeling that we are doing the best thing. This we have to do, then it will happen. For that question, मुझे साधना करना है तो क्या करना है? What a funny question it is. साधना करना है तो क्या करना है? Is it a meaningful question? साधना करना है तो साधना करना है. That's it. Isn't it? How to stop lies, Swamiji? Arre, stop lying, that's it. How to start, loving everyone. How to start loving everyone? What a question. You start loving. That itself is sadhana. सोटो तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि संतो ते मयि संतो. Every of those qualities involving in it, we start doing. One of the many tricks of the mind is postponement. Let us do it later on. That later on never comes. Because that which we are doing by postponing the sadhana is the only doing. That in every doing becoming more stronger vasana in us, more stronger habit in us. So with today's strong habits vasanas, we are not able to do sadhana and postponing it for tomorrow. Today's vasanas which get added, habits which get added, samskaras get added to the worldliness, that become more stronger again to postpone tomorrow. Then these worldly samskaras become so strong that we don't, not only we postpone our sadhana, but we even forget it also. In postponing, at least we are remembering. I have to do, I have to do. Once you forget, even that doesn't come into our memory also. That is called totally lost in samsara. The whole world of beings, in whatever the fields, they are excitedly doing so many things. The basic mistake is they have forgotten the mukti giving adhyatmika sadhana. That's it. They are intelligently, actively, dynamically fooling themselves. How? By forgetting it. So, for us also, postpone, 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 then we forget. Or Excuse, 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 then we forget. Then justify, 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 we leave it. You know? And we get the approval from our own gurus. Guru, I will not attend this class. Will you mind? He thinks one day ke liye. But we ask again and again. He says yes, because he is sympathetic, sensitive. He thinks there is something important, therefore he is asked. Only that much he thinks. He is innocent. But we in our mind entertain the thought, Guru has permitted me. Slowly that permission and licentiousness takes us to that level that we don't even ask him nor even inform him. Enough for our self destruction. Go away from the Guru, go away from our reminding Shastras, which remind our spiritual goal, enough to get lost in the world. ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अगेन ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. See that mantra's importance, how much input it gives, confidence gives, boosting it gives, a reminder it gives, encouragement it gives, inspiration it gives. Every day to be chanted mantra. As long as we study this Chandogya, जितना भी time लगे, हर दिन एक संख्या रखो to chant this mantra. I will keep for myself at least to chant 11 times from today. आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि mantra. Please remind me if I forget. Now, entering into the Sambandha Bhashyam, we have seen so many beautiful, most important topics, crucial topics, never to be neglected, to be taken very seriously, sincerely, with the heart to the heart. Point one was the three types of karmas possible to be done by a human being, can be done by a human being, and the three gatis which they give. Number two, by none of these three, we are given to get the Chaturtha Purushartha, the moksha. Therefore, what is that? The only thing which reveals the Chaturtha Moksha Anubhuti to us is Advaita Atma Darshanam. And who tells us the Advaita Atma Darshanam? The Upanishads. Therefore, in the Samaveda, after that Karmakanda Prakarana, Upanishads started. In our life also, after going through all the worldly activities, knowing that it will be same for any number of times we do, number of years we do. Knowing that, slowly withdrawing from it, we have to enter into this Upanishadic arena of Brahma Jignasa. Then, why only Brahma Vidya gives us moksha, and anything other than that Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya will only bind us? The two quotations. Atha anyatha ye viduhu anya rajanaha kshayalokaha bhavanti te tadviparena saha swaradu bhavati. Told. No, Guru tells in this way. Other than this, how can, what else he can do? How seriously that matter we take, it depends in our hands. It's in our hands. He has said, why I have quoted the Upanishads themselves, these very Upanishads. Do you want to become Anyarajana and Kshayaloka, or you want to become Swarat? If you want to become Swarat, then only by the Upanishad Ukta Advaita Atma Vidya. If you don't do that by default, you are into the other field where you appoint other than you as a Raja and you become slave, and whatever you do and get is Kshayalokaha, it's all perishable, taking you back to the square one level, zero level. Then the same thing is told to us as we are continuously experiencing with these beautiful two examples of Tapta Parashugrahana Pariksha. है ना? ये द्वैत विषय अनृत अभिसंधान, द्वैत विषयानृत अभिसंधान, isn't it? About them when they are the real taskaras. Dvaita Vishaya Anruta Abhisandasya. He is a taskara but speaking the lie. He is told to hold on to the hot axe. Tapta Parash. Yes, it burns and he is put in the jail. In the same way, those who hold on to the Dvaita, they suffer every moment, that is a burning, and they are always cocooned and jailed in the Upadhi struggle only. Please remember, the struggle with Upadhis will continue because you are continuing that only. How does it end? You reach to the Nirupadhika self, then there are no Upadhis to struggle for. If you are at the Upadhi level, you will continue struggling because that is how the nature of that life, isn't it? Being in the Upadhi, with the Upadhi, within the Upadhi, identifying with the Upadhi, you cannot avoid struggling with it. It's a struggle. Continuous, any number of lives you get. The control of it, the management of it, the using of it, bhoga enjoying through that. यही झमेला चलता है. Only when reached to that adhisthana, then upadhis are not there and we need not struggle with them. We always have to aim at this type of Hindi quotation. What is it? Na rahega baas, na bhajegi basuri. Isn't it? That quotation so beautiful. अगर बांस है तो बाजुरी बनेगा, बांसुरी बनेगा और बजता जाएगा वो. How to reach to that level? When the Advaita Atma Drishti is achieved, Upadhis are there for Vyavahara when required. Or else, we are not at that stage. Then they won't trouble us. Otherwise, the Upadhika samsara continues. Mhm. That's why you see, Apyayanto Mangani Vak Prana Chakshu Shrotra Mato Balavindriyana Sarvan. What is the meaning of it? They are all maintained, managed, utilized to the extent they are useful for my sadhana. After that, Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam. These all Upadhis are also Brahman only. That Brahman let me not reject. If I reject Brahman, I fall to the Upadhi level. Upadhi level falling is endless struggle. Endless struggle, that's it. It is struggle, it is endless. Kuch bhi kar. It won't end. Only in Svikarana of the Brahman, there is no Upadhi, then no problem. Na rahega baas, na bajegi basur. Okay. So, in this way, samsara dukkha prapti, bandha daha bhavaha, samsara dukkha prapti. Okay. That is the burning as well as the bondage. So, bandha daha bhava. Bandha is samsara, daha is dukkha prapti. For the Advaita Vishaya Anruta Abhisandhana. Sorry, Dvaita Vishaya Anruta Abhisandhasya. What of the contrast? Advaita Atma Satya Abhisandhanam. Advaita Atma Satya Abhisandhanam. Abhisandhana means tuning ourselves to slowly understanding and finally identifying with it. What is that with which we are identifying with? With Advaita Atma Satya. Advaita non-dual. Atma, the self and substratum of all. Satya, which is the reality. What is about the Dvaita Vishaya? It is Anruta. See the beauty? Dvaita Vishaya Anruta, Advaita Atma Satya. द्वैत सारा विषय है, वो अनृत है. अद्वैत जो है विषय नहीं है, विषय ही आत्मा है वो. एंड दैट इज सत्य. सो अद्वैत आत्म सत्य अभिसंधस्य, है ना? फॉर हिम अतस्करस्य इव, ही इज नॉट तस्कर. ही इज नॉट ए चोर. Therefore, tapta parashu grahane, when he holds on to the tapta parashum, bandha daha abhavaha samsara dukkha nivrutti moksha chait. So as he holds the tapta parashu, his hand will not be burnt. So he won't be bound. Therefore, samsara dukkha nivrutti hi moksha. So this sapta parashu grahana you can even feel as that post realization you are living with the upadhis, but it won't burn you. You are not bound by it because you are seeing the reality. You are not speaking the lies. You are not anruta avisandhana. You are satya avisandhana, and therefore you are not the chora. That will come in Gita. I think today's quotation or somewhere. Kim tena na krutam papam chorena atma bhigatina. What a powerful way the Shruti Mata says. You know, by rejecting the Atma Vastu and by identifying with the Anatma Upadhis and the Jagat, you know what we are doing? Chorena and Atma Ghatina. One side we are doing the Atma Ghati, Atma Hananam, our real self, we are killing it. Second, the Upadhis, which are not at all ours. We are Mayar Mora Torate Maya, we are owning them. That which is not ours. When you own it, it is called chori. And when you do chori, you are caught and punished. That is the meaning of Ma Grudaha Kasyasvit Dhanam. I know. Upadhis are not mine. The moment I started owning them, they started giving all dukkha to me. Through the upadhis, the world. World is never mine. The moment I own the world, both with raga and dvesha, both are owning only. Nothing but dukkha comes to us. That day when we realize it and get our inner heart freed from all these bondages and entanglements, what a freedom we experience. Oh, beautiful. At the same time, going within us beyond all faculties, realize that Satya Atma, Advaita Atma Satya Avisandhana. When we do that, then we are with our own property. We are not doing chori of anybody's property. And that property of ours is so rich, it is infinitely blissful. So this much we have seen about the Tapta Parshugrahana Pariksha for the Chora, then the Achora. The Dvaita, Vishaya, Anruta, Avisandaha, Advaita, Atma, Satya, Avisandaha. See the technical words. Try to study them, remember them. Our spiritual Shastra Samskaras will grow. Always don't depend only on our other languages. Like we're talking English, there's no way, that's what I'm doing. But practice the Samskrita Shabda. That's why I do deliberately. So that my Sanskrit knowledge, which is 0.1%, 0.1, at least that remains. Then the next para was so powerful. Atayeva na karma sahabhavi advaita atma darshanam. Therefore, the summary is what? The Advaita Atma Darshanam doesn't go with the karma. On the other hand, in the pursuit of Advaita Atma Darshanam, karma sambandhi, every of the things we have to drop. Then only Advaita Atma Darshana happens. And when the Advaita Atma Darshana happens, when you look back and see, there is nothing of these karma related things even to drop also. That is what was said in the next one. Kriyakaraka falabheda upamardena sadeva soumya idamagra asita ekameva dvitiyam atma eva idagam sarvam iti eva mahadi vakya janitasya badhaka pratyyanupattehe ityeva mahadi vakya janitasya jnanasya anubhavasya. These vakyas when deeply contemplated and experienced. Then what? There is no contrary knowledge, which is actually ignorance, which can reject this sentence and then establish the existence and the reality and utility of Kriya Karaka Phalaveda Rupi Karma Sambandhi set. In the karma, these three are there. Karaka, I am the doer, all my upadhis. Kriya, the actions that are done through them. Phala, the result that comes. So the depth of this shloka is what? Hey, my dear child, oh my putra, to this putra, Shvetaketu, Uddalaka Aruni is telling, Hey Soumya, Sadeva Agre Asit. In the beginning, reality alone was there. Then what? After that also, that alone is there. Then what? After that also that alone is there. Then what? Even now also that is there. Then what? In future also it will be there. Sadeva. And you know what is the beauty of it? Ekameva advitiyam. It is one without second. So the depth of it is what? Always that alone is there. Where are the Kriya Karaka Phala? Like in dream, the really Kriya Karaka Phala hai kya? Nahi hai. But are we experiencing or not? Yes. If they are not there, still you are experiencing. How is it possible? Only when they are projections. When they are projection, they are not real. If they are real, they have to be there all the time. This is what is Vedantic contemplation. So, in this Sadeva Saumi Idamagra Asid, Ekameva Dvitiyam, and also Atma Eva Idagam Sarvam. In these quotations, what is said is the Sad Atma alone was there, is there, will be there. Anything other than the world, the Upadis, all of that are in the ignorance of the true self, you are projecting all of them and getting lost in them. So the first step, Kriya Karaka Phala Bheda side pe rakh diya. Second step, Sadeva Somme Idamagra Asida Nan Ekameva Dvitiyam. Then Atma Vidagam Sarvam. Through these Upanishadic guidances, we are reaching to that Sadvastu. Third, when you look back and see that Kriya Karaka Phala Veda, whose Upamardana we have done, that we have kept them aside, rejected, they are found to be not there only, even to reject. One Brahman alone is reality. So we keep away the snake, seeing which we were frightened. Then we inquire as per the guidance given by those who have seen the substratum. When we follow the substratum, when we follow the guidance, we too reach to the substratum. What is it? The rope. Then once we apprehend the rope, when you look back, the snake which we rejected is never there even to get it to reject also. Tiny mo. See that? Then what was that snake thing I saw? Rope alone, you misapprehended like snake. So what is the whole world I am seeing? The gold alone you are misapprehending as the ornaments. The Brahman alone you are misapprehending as the world. Sarvam Brahma, Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. Tajjalaniti. Sarvam hi etat Brahma, Ematma Brahma. Right? This we have seen. Then the question asked was Karma Vidhi Pratyayichet Na. Karma Vidhi Pratyaya iti chet. Vidhi means the Vidhi imposed by the Shruti Mata. Pratyaya means aspect. This karma is an aspect of duty imposed by the Shruti Mata. What is your answer to that? Are bhai, those who are not apprehending the Advaita Atma, those who are lost inside in this Ragadvesha to these Kriya Karaka, to them to save them, the Shruti Mata gave the karma. That is the only point. Otherwise, the karma, if you give undue importance, it will bind you with karma phala. ये देखो ये वेदांतिक विषय का विवेक एंड वैराग्य नहीं होता ना endlessly we Abel मुझे मार put all the problems going on the road onto our heads. You 1 week try to avoid in taking any problem on our head. You will see the mind is so calm and free. We only take every samasya on our head. Isn't it you call somebody and say कैसे हो तुम बताओ? He वो बोलेगा, then you give a chance. No, he will tell when I was born in Kandahar, Afghanistan in 1922. From then onwards, he will tell you. You are only instigating him also. A samsari, a social worker, okay, a one who wants to earn some punyam, he can do all that. Not the one who is pursuing Brahma Vidya. A Brahma Vidwan has to transcend all of them. You are wanting to realize the Adhisthana Brahma. So by instigating him, you are invoking ego in him. Then because you ask, he will tell, because you have to go on listening. In every of the listening, the Upadhi Satyata alone is strengthened, no? Which is not true, which is not right. Even if that fellow calls and tells कि मुझे ये problem, you are a Sakshi of all those problems, you are the Brahman. Realize that. Then you have all solutions to all problems. ऐसा उसको हमें कहना चाहिए. Not we ourselves ask him and establish that he is Deha, I am Deha, he is Jiva, I am Jiva, and we are suffering in this world. और सब फिर why are you studying Upanishad? What is the use of studying? You see that matured Vedanta, he doesn't even bother about his children. He say he's a jiva going through. If koi zarurat hai, he will ask me. If I know, I'll give solution. Or else you go to the prarabdha. Clear. First, fun, clear it is. The whole understanding is clear. The only non-Vedanti who takes unwanted initiatives in that. Example I gave. How we get lost. That's what he says. Kartru bhoktru svabhava vijnanavataha. Means I am karta and bhokta. That is my nature. And I am aware of it. So I take myself to be an ego who is kartru bhoktru. To such person, tad janita karma phala raga dveshadi doshavataha. He also has got another thing. He has got tad janita raga dvesha karma phala raga dveshadi doshavataha. So I am karta, I am doing the karma, I get the phala. If the phala is conducive to me, I have raga for it. And if I am not conducive, I have dvesha for it. So this raga dvesha are the dosha. The raga dvesha dosha come because of karma phala. Karma phala comes because of the karma. Karma is done because I think myself to be the karta and I want to become bhokta. तो मैं करता हूँ, मुझे भोक्ता बनना है. I have to get the phala. For that I have to do the karma. This is one set. Then as a karta, when I do the karma, karma phala comes. If it is good, raga, then I want to repeat it. If it is bad, desha, then I want something other than it. To such person, karma vidhanat. The Shruti Mata has given the karma as the vidhi to such people. For what? Inherently it is said to get out of them. Hana? Karma is given by the Shruti Mata to get out of the karma phala raga dvesha. Karma is given by Shruti Mata to get out of the wrong identity of kartrutva bhoktrutva. So when the given karmas as per Shastra, as per our Varnashrama Dharma, when we do in the Karma Yoga spirit, what we achieve is these two things. Or to achieve these two things when we do the karma, then it's called karma converted into Karma Yoga. So why I am in this world? To strengthen my kartrutva and bhoktrutva, then I am ignorant. I am deluded, I am a samsari, I am strengthening my worldliness only. If I know that I am doing all this to exhaust my kartrutva, bhoktrutva, we are sadhak. So too, are we here to get the karma phala and then have the raga or desha for it? Then we are in wrong, totally wrong field only. Samsaric field. Like I have joined a club of chores, thus chorilo. A group is there of thieves. I joined that club. However, joining that club itself is wrong. चोर कहो या cheaters कहो, there are so many thousands of organizations are there, groups are there, who outside act to be serving the world, but inside they all have their own sharing zone. If we join that, the joining itself is wrong. In the same way, karma phala apeksha if we have from spiritual standpoint, चोरों का हम उसमें घुस गए, मतलब we joined the group of the samsaris only. See that this picture, is it clear in our heart? I am in the outer karma kshetra only to get out of raga dvesha to the karma phala, get out of the kartrutva bhoktutva. To do these things, the karma as vidhana, Shruti Mata has given. And those hearts are pure. I have no raga dvesha to anyone. It's an experience. You can have it. Like there are 800 crores of people. Out of that, only 200 people you have raga with your friends or relatives, family members. Remaining you don't have, no? But you know them, they are existing. So if you can have the vairagya, means no raga, no dvesha, to so many people, to these 100 also you can have same vairagya. You can experience it. Once that experience it. Secondly, kartrutva, bhoktrutva also is gone. I don't want to be the bhokta of the karma phala, and this karma I am doing as an offering to the Lord, or He has appointed me, I am doing as a duty and giving it to Him. When this attitude comes up, then slowly karma vidhana gets reduced for us. For us, only the jnana vidhana now. Atma jnana vidhana, Brahma jnana vidhana. Advaita Satya Atma pursue vidhana. That alone is left for us. So then another question is asked. One, this is answered. For whom the karma vidhana given by Shruti Mata? For the persons who have kartrutva, bhoktrutva and who have the dosha of karma phala ragadvesha. So to remove this dosha and to remove that kartrutva, bhoktrutva, the Shruti Mata gave the karma. That is to be done. Giving up all these four, then it's called karma yoga. Another question. Adhigata Sakala Vedarthasya. See, he has studied all the Vedas, all the Vedartha understood. And he or you supposed to follow the Veda Mata, Shruti Mata, verbatim, because she is our authority. Hukam Sarang Kompe. Whatever Shruti Mata says, without saying no, you have to follow. So, Adhigata Sakala Vedarthasya, Karma Vidhanat. So, therefore, the one who has studied the Karma, the Vedanta, Vedas, in them again and again karma vidhana is given. Therefore, Advaita Jnanavataha api karma iti chet. Those are pursuing Advaita Jnana and those who have reached the Advaita Brahma. For them also, karma is there. Shruti Mata is imposing. If that is said by me, what is your answer? In this, the point of this Narayana, half-hearted, half-matured, half-baked, Purvapakshi is there, is this one. In the Vedas, one portion is Upanishads Brahma Vidya. In the Vedas, other portion is Karma Kanda. How you are accepting one portion of the Vedas, the Upanishad, and the same Veda says about karma, why are you rejecting? That type of feeling. Behind is this question. Adhigata Sakala Vedarthasya. You have understood the entire Veda Artha. So karma vidhanat, in that you have seen the karma is told as vidhana by the Shruti Mata. Therefore, you are pursuing Advaita Atma Jnana. Okay, Advaita Atma Vijnana Vatapi, karma iti chet, the other portion of the Veda called karma. वो भी आपको adopt करना चाहिए. Now, again, Guru Maharaj becoming very stronger now. In Gita also we will see that. Because this fellow is insisting strongly. And then, if you yield to him, he will pull you down like your children. आप इतने हजारों लाखों बार you might have done in your life. When you know for certain that what he is proposing is wrong, when you know it for certain, then once, twice, thrice you will try to tell him with sweet words, with examples, emotions, logics. Still, if he doesn't listen to it and you know for certain that his decision is wrong, don't you become angry and shout at him to protect him. In the same way, it is such a deep ahankara arrogance. It's a deep delusion. It's a deep identity with the upadhis from millions of lives, and therefore wanting to live the life of kartrutva and bhoktrutva as well as having the ragadesha, the karma phala. Such a habitual fellow, he feels comfort in that so much that he doesn't want to give up it easily. Therefore, he is not catching the Brahma Vidya which the Guru Maharaj is giving as a rope to save him from this flood of samsara. But he is not taking that rope, he is pulling him only down. Then the Guru becomes, no. Isn't it? No. Same thing Guru Maharaj, because he asked same question. Guru also have to give the answer with the same quotation. Why he asked the question? Because answer was already given. He did not contemplate sufficiently on that. Therefore, he did not get the knowledge. Therefore, he asked the question. अब क्वेश्चन इफ इट द सेम वन आंसर इज सेम अगर बीमारी वही है बार बार वही दवाई लेते जाओ सेम थिंग हियर न कर्म अधिकृत विषयस्य कर्तृभोक्त्रादि ज्ञानस्य स्वाभाविकस्य सद एकमेव अद्वितीयम् आत्मा एव इदगम सर्वम इति अनेन उपमर्दितत्वात् Are bhai, by the Upanishads and by myself also, we have done the Upamardhana, rejection of this natural swabhavik, your tendencies of taking yourself to be jiva with upadhis and running in the world through these sentences. Sadeva soumya idamagra asid ekameva dvitiyam. Then atma eva idagam sarvam. These are the knowledges given to you. They are like detergent, should wash away the impurity of your misunderstanding, which is natural to you because you have developed for such a long time, you lived in that life. है ना, जिस जीवन का हमें आदत होता है ना, तो फिर उसको आराम से आसान से नहीं छोड़ सकते, गुड और बैड इट इज. लाइक somebody is all along sleeping only on the ground, चटाई पे सो रहा है. सडनली उसको कहो पलंग में थोड़ा अच्छी तरह with a wonderful u form I form bed, he cannot sleep. So too, he doesn't even have fan. Suddenly you put an AC to him, he cannot. Other way around also. The one who is habituated to AC even in winter, उसको कूलर के उसमें सोने को भी कहो तो इसे मेरे को नींद नहीं आती, है ना. सेम कॉट मैट्रेस यू पुट ऑन द ग्राउंड एंड टेल हिम, ही से नो आई कैन नॉट, बिकॉज उसको ऐसा तो आदत हो गया. सो दिस वर्ड यूज्ड हियर, यू नो, कि कर्तृभोक्तृादि ज्ञानस्य स्वाभाविकस्य. स्वाभाविक मीन्स व्हाट? इट इज अवर स्वभाव. इट इज नॉट द स्वधर्म और सत्यता. स्वभाव मीन्स दैट भाव, पता नहीं when we started, but we went on entertaining it. Like this fellow is my friend. It is not Swadharma, because Swadharma is from the self standpoint. Self is one without second. There is no second fellow with whom you can have the friendship. Then what is this feeling that he is my friend? It is Swabhava. That you have tendency created कि ये बंदा ठीक लग रहा है, इससे दोस्ती करो तो आज नहीं तो कल फायदा होगा. It is Swabhava, not Swadharma. So too, the Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva are the developed things in us, not the realities, nor they required to. So this Swabhavika Kartru Bhoktrutva Adi are Upamardita, logically rejected, explained with these Mahavakyas. Sadeva Someidam Agre Asit. Agre means not only in the beginning of creation. Agre means as a substratum for all you projecting Dvaita. Ekamevadvayam Brahma. Nihananasti Kinchana. Not only in the beginning of creation, like before the pots are created, mud alone was there. So once the pots are made, did the mud disappear? Or has the mud become many? Or the manily seen pots are they real apart from the mud? This is Vedanta. So before the pots are made, mud alone is there. Ekamevadvayam mud. Nehananasti Kinchana. Then once pots are made, mud chala gaya? Bolo. Or has the mud become many? No. Then the what are the manyness of the pots then? Their appearances. So the appearances of pots which are in many number, are they real then? Real to the extent that independent from the mud, other than the mud, apne aap. Can the pot exist independent of the mud? Any part of the pot. Think about it. This is the Veda. First example should be thoroughly understood. So, Sadeva Soumya Idamagra Asit is the reality. Thereafter also it is Sad only. Eternally Sad alone is there. Then what are all these Kartru Bhoktru as well as the world of names and forms? It is only your Swabhava. You made a nature too. है ना? Like we gave you the example. सुबह उठ के ब्रश पे पेस्ट लगा के दांत मांजना. We made it a habit, nature. नॉट एवरीडे रिक्वायर्ड. वो ओनली उंगली से भी साफ करो भी ठीक होता है, 5 दिन में एक बार पेस्ट लगाओ. बट डू वी डू सो? एवरी डे वी हैव टू ईट द पेस्ट and every day we have the coffee. No, when that requirement in mood is there, that time we have to take. But didn't we make it as a habit? So to taking bath, you have to apply sabun 5 times, 4. It is made a habit. Actually, it is wrong only. All the bodily whatever they go away because of that acidic effect. But आदत हो गया हमको. You understand meaning of स्वभाव? Same way, this breakfast I have to have, and in that these things have to be added. वो स्वभाव हो गया हमको. You can sometimes avoid and see nothing will happen, or you can change it and see. How many things have become swabhava to us? In fact, living life as a jiva with upadhisthadhatma is not reality. It is made up reality. It is स्वभाव only. जिन्होंने समझा वो समझ गए, जिन्होंने पकड़ा they caught it. So he says here, karma adhikruta vishayasya. Karma adhikruta vishaya means that inner concept because of which you forcefully make yourself adhikari to do the karma. That is the meaning of कर्म अधिकृत विषय. किस विषय के कारण तुम अपने आप को कर्म में अधिकारी मानते हो? कर्म अधिकृत विषयस्य. What is that? कर्तृभोक्त्रादि ज्ञानस्य. कर्तृभोक्त्र is your convinced jnana. Not necessarily it is reality. That is why he said स्वाभाविकस्य. Of that स्वाभाविक कर्तृभोक्तृ vijnana which we have in us jnana, that is been upamardita, rejected by Shruti Mata. Sad ekameva advitiyam atma idam sarvam iti anena. Tasmat. Therefore, the punchline, the summary of all the discussion which we have to take home. Tasmat avidyadi doshavatah eva karmani vidhiyante na advaita jnanavatah. अविद्यादि दोषवतः एव कर्माणि विधीयन्ते न अद्वैत ज्ञानवतः. The one who has not experienced the Advaita Jnana or not trying to experience the Advaita Jnana, therefore he is not a sadhaka. To him, the samsari, all the karmas are given as vidhi. Is equal to the one who is pursuing the Advaita Jnana, the one who has reached the Advaita Jnana, he doesn't need to do any karma. See, these are all theory, huh? Keep it in heart. ये सुनकर सडनली घर का सारा काम करना बंद मत करो. Then the people will be confused because they are jealous of your growing. So be while doing vyavahara, be wise enough how to use this knowledge. कोई जल्दबाजी नहीं करना. For that immaturity, wrong decision, it is your responsibility. Disclaimer. But Swami, you only told karma to be given up. So I stopped taking bath because you told me. I stopped brushing the teeth. Arey bhaiya. Narayan, Narayan. Be wise in that regard. You are responsible. अभी disclaim कर रहा for my all classes. Any misunderstanding, you are responsible. Any examples given are for the sake of conveying some thought, some point. Catch the point, not the example. If you catch the example, I am not responsible. So, can we repeat this sentence 3 times? Tasmad avidyadi doshavatah eva karmani vidhiyante na advaita jnanavatah. Again, tasmad avidyadi doshavatah eva karmani vidhiyante na advaita jnanavatah. Tasmad avidyadi doshavatah eva karmani vidhiyante na advaita jnanavatah. See the crux of it is what? The more we give value to I am karta, I want to be bhokta, I want the phala, this karma I have to do to get that phala, to that extent, the samsara strengthening is happening. Then we are going away from reality. That is called the strengthening of avidya also. But suddenly also you cannot give up everything and come. That's why the intermediate stage of doing karma as karma yoga, in which neither phala we are having asakti for, nor the kartrutva. How to avoid the kartrutva? Only one way, that you don't decide what to do. Then what? What Shruti Mata told, as per our Varnashrama, exactly do that. So who are you? Are you doing that? No. Shruti Mata has given the instruction. Through Shruti Mata, the God has given. Exactly, I am doing. In that way, when you do, you are not the karta. है ना? Like the Indian ambassador signing for on a deal in that international some trade deal with the other country. Is he doing it? An individual? No, he is representing the nation. The nations need the government's decision. Therefore, he is only a nimitta there. He is doing signature. दस्तखत उन्हीं का होता है वहां, but he is not the one done. It is the whole country has signed it. Same way, the Shruti Mata has done it through me. I am not the Karta. That akartrutva can be achieved by not deciding for ourselves what to do. Then what? Who should decide what I should do? The Shastra should decide because Shastra is given by the Lord. Which Lord? That Lord who made the world, that Lord who has sent into this world. He knows what is to be done by you in your own evolution. When I do that, then the Kartrutva is given up. Then Karma Phala, no Phala outside expected, only inner Antakarana Shuddhi. Then we will feel that freedom. We can really feel that. I tell you, no, other than pursuing my inner self, have nothing to lose or gain from this world of things and beings. That is an experience. It's not laziness. It's not escapism. No, no. Such a jnani or such a jnyasu, such matured person is more aware of his duties outside than the ordinary worldly samsari. But he is not caught up. He finishes them and comes back to his main work of inner pursuit. You have to reach to that level, my dear friends. Tasmad avidyadi doshavataha eva karmani vidiyante by Shastra. Yes, he is quoting the Vedas. He is telling the Veda Mata has told the karma to be done as vidhi for everyone, isn't it? Because these are the quotations. Guru Maharaj says, Bhai, the one who has got avidya dosha, for him only the karma vidhana. Now suddenly the new word has come, avidya. What is the meaning of avidya? This side and that side. This side, the avidya means the one who is not pursuing the vidya called as aham brahmasmi. That side, what is the meaning of vidya? That in which the kartru bhoktru is swabhavika, therefore phala asakti, phala ke prati ragadvesha, therefore he wants to do the karma. That is why avidya, kama, karma, they are called as the hridaya granthi. Followed by karma leading to karma phala. Karma phala bhoga giving us sukha dukkha. And that creates the raga dvesha in us for that karma phala. Accordingly, again we do the karma. And here the avidya of the self is remaining intact. And in that avidya kosha only, if it is like a coin, one side of the avidya kosha is the ignorance of the self. Another side of this coin of avidya is the impressions and vasanas which we are gathering in the waking plane. The bija, which again and again pushes into acting in the world only. So avidyadi doshavataha eva. Tasmad avidya adi. That's adi means avidya kama karma. Avidyadi doshavata eva karmani vidhiyante na advaita jnanavataha. Atha eva hi vakshati. Again I am quoting another mantra for you. In this very Upanishad. What is it? Sarve ete punya loka bhavanti. Are bhai, all these people who are doing so much of punya karmas, seva karma, swadharma karma, adbhuta rupena. Sarve ete. These all things will lead for him into punyaloka bhavanti, in taking him to punyaloka. And lucky are the ones who are attending the evening class. How exhaustively in that Yogasma Ramayana, the 3 plus 3, 6 types of preta. Preta means who dead and gone. Go to 6 different lokas depending on the Mahapunya, Madhyama Punya, Samanya Punya, Mahapapa, Madhyama Papa, Samanya Papa. As they have done, where they go, बताए कि नहीं. Sarve te punyalokaha bhavanti. Who are they? Those are involved in various yajna karma, upasana karma, loka seva karma, social service karma, dana dharma karma. Wonderful. They are all going to punya lokas, but not the moksha. What about the other ones? Brahma samstaha. The one who's established himself in Ham Brahmasmi Anubhuti, Amrutatvameti. He will reach through the Amrutattva sthiti. What about these punya lokas? Are they Amrita? No. One Dakshina Punya, Martiloka Mishanti. They are thrown from there without any care or without any respect. You know that once the tenure of the president is over, yes, with due respect, the president is taken out of the place. But if the president says, I don't want to go, out of decency, they say, I'll go. So, कोई बंदा देखो पिछले 3 महीने पहले which is a country prime minister or president कोई भी था अपना tenure हो गया, he just signed whatever the relieving order, He took a bicycle and went home. For the onlookers, it appears such a Vairagi he is. But I have seen Vedanta in that. That that president power is over, you are back to square one only. You go to a hotel, as long as you pay the money, they allow you to stay. नहीं नहीं यार, तेरा मेरा दोस्ती है और थोड़े दिन रहना है, पैसे है तो दोस्ती, नहीं तो भाग यहाँ से. Isn't it? Your closest friend also stays in your house for some time. Unless he contributes in work and money, you won't entertain him. So too, the punya is the money for those swargadi loka. Oh, khatam ho gaya na? Yeah, then please go back. With so much respect they tell. Slowly, slowly the respect reduces when the reminders have to be given more times. Finally, oh sunta nahi, to dhakka deke waste. They are all called Mrutalokas. Whereas Brahma Samstaha Amrutatvameti, he will be in that immortal state, never ending state of bliss and beatitude. Sarve te punniloka bhavanti Brahma Samstaha Amrutatvameti iti. So, up to this, the background before the Upanishad started, what went on and what is the need of the Upanishad. Now, what is the content of the Upanishad is explained. In that, the two parts, one the Upasana Bhaga, वो क्यों आया है, इसकी क्या जरूरत है, thereafter the Brahma Vidya Bhaga. So this portion very crucial, beautiful, we will study tomorrow. तो कल के दिन हम ये करेंगे, then we will become fit to study the first mantra of the Upanishad. Om ityetad aksharam udgitam upasita Om iti udgayati tasya upavyakyanam. We will start maybe day after tomorrow. Tomorrow this portion we see and then go ahead. Now, is it becoming meaningful or not? The study of Shankara Bhagavan Sambandha Bhashya. Is it opening our eyes or not? Be honest and see. Honest to yourself, not to anybody. Our honesty is to ourselves. Toward the world we are loyal. अपने लिए honest बनना है. Honestly देखो कि what knowledge is given, it's worth or not, it is valid or not, it is useful or not. Theoretically, it is giving so much clarity. Practically, if you really live life like that, pursuing only Brahma Vidya, slowly, slowly reducing all this swabhava of giving value to the avidya janita, kartrutva, bhoktrutva, avidya janita, karma phala sakti, avidya janita, raga dvesha karma phala, ये सारा कम करो. कितना मजा आता है लाइफ में. यू विल हैव नथिंग बट ब्लिस, जस्ट लाइक वी हैव एवरीथिंग बट ब्लिस. कुछ नहीं रहता है सिवाय आनंद का. व्हेन यू नो दिस, अदरवाइज सब कुछ रहता है सिवाय आनंद का. सो वी हैव एवरीथिंग बट हैप्पीनेस. अरे, इज इट नॉट एन अटर फेल्यूर ऑफ लाइफ व्हेन वी से सब है मेरे पास लेकिन खुशी नहीं है. ठीक है नहीं. अभी होशियार बने, अनाड़ी बन के नहीं रहना. सब कुछ सीखा हमने, ना सीखी होशियारी. सच है दुनिया वालों की हमें अनाड़ी किसको बोल रहे हो. अनाड़ी है तो नचाएंगे ही. होशियार बनना ही होता है. So let us become होशियार by not getting cheated, not by anybody outside. Our own ignorance, our own mind, its activeness, active role of the mind with all its delusions, imagination, projection. Everything other than reality is projection. And that only has one way to bind us, to give us misery. That's it. And one after other mind's play of projections will continuously give us a misery. Like one gunda beats you and sends you to the other gunda. He will also beat you and send to the third one. We are only beaten. So too with every projection of the mind, we are only beaten and given misery only. What to do, sir? Satya, Atma, Advaita, Atma, Satya, Avisandhi we have to do. Not the Dvaita, Vishaya, Anruta, Avisandhi. Contemplate on it. If you drop this thought here only and go back into the world with all the worldliness, this knowledge is again becomes meaningless. One more day. Take it seriously and contemplate and catch the essence and send it into the heart, it starts working. And what is the work the whole Vedanta has to do finally? Viveka and Vairagya from the world, and Jignasa and pursuit of the reality. Seriously, sincerely, committedly, continuously, till the reality is reached. In between, so many obstacles, impediments come for various known and unknown, controllable, uncontrollable reasons. ठीक है कुछ होने दो बट हमारा लक्ष्य और मार्ग तय होना चाहिए. Goal and means should be firm. That is the biggest help and service we do to ourselves. Om 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 Om. Thank you. We have done the Upanishad study. Shall we do our other sadhanas? Interested or not? I have asked this question only to get the answer from you. Yes. If you say no, then I am not interested in your answer. ऐसा ही होना पड़ता है जिंदगी में खुद को खुद से दुनिया से बचाने के लिए. And while protecting ourselves from ourselves and the world, the best thing we do is we save the world also. In the Vedic chanting, friends, 3 mantras, I told you the meaning yesterday of the Go Samrakshana Suktham. We have 4 more. The 4th mantra's meaning is this. Meaning to sab bol diya. I think we have to learn the chanting. The 4th one. Om नता ओम अथ अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत गो संरक्षण गो अभिवृद्धि गो भक्ति गो अनुग्रह सूक्तम सर्व समृद्ध्यर्थम. ओम नता अर्वा रेणुक काटोष्णुते. ओम नता अर्वा रेणुक काटोष्णुते. न संस्कृतत्र मुपयन्तिता अभि. न संस्कृतत्र मुपयन्तिता अभि. उरुगायमभयन्तस्य ता अनु. उरुगायमभयन्तस्य ता अनु. गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः. गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः. ओम नता अर्वा रेणुककाटोष्णुते. न संस्कृतत्र मुपयन्ति ता अभि. उरुगायमुभयम् अभयं तस्य ता अनु. गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः. नता अर्वा रेणुककाटो अश्नुते. न संस्कृतत्र मुपयन्ति ता अभि. उरुगायमभयन्तस्य ता अनु. गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः. 5th one. गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रोम इच्छात्. गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रोम इच्छात्. गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः. गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः. इमाया गावः सजनास इन्द्र. इमाया गावः सजनास इन्द्र. इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम्. इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम्. गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रो मे इच्छाद्. गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः. इमाया गावः सजनास इन्द्र. इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम्. गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रोम इच्छाद्. गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः. इमाया गावः सजनास इन्द्र. इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम्. 6th mantra. यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशंचित्. यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशंचित्. अश्रीरं चित् कृणुथा सुप्रतीकम्. अश्रीरं चित् कृणुथा सुप्रतीकम्. भद्रं गृहं कृणुथ भद्रवाचो. भद्रं गृहं कृणुथ भद्रवाचो. बृहद्वो वय उच्यते सभासु. बृहद्वो वय उच्यते सभासु. यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशं. चिदश्रीरं चित्कृणुथा सुप्रतीकं. भद्रं गृहं कृणुथ भद्रवाचो. बृहद्वो वय उच्यते सभासु. यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशंचिद्. अश्रीरं चित्कृणुथा सुप्रतीकं. भद्रं गृहं कृणुथ भद्रवाचो. बृहद्वोपय उच्यते सभासु. वय उच्यते सभासु. 7th last mantra. प्रजावतीः सूयवसे रुषन्तीः. प्रजावतीः सूयवसे रुषन्तीः. शुद्धा अपः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तीः. शुद्धा अपः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तीः. मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो प्रजावतेः सूयवसे रुषन्देः शुद्धा अपः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तेः मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो प्रजावतेः सूयवसे रुषन्तेः शुद्धा अवः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तेः मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. You know the clarity of thoughts that are there in the Vedas, the intentions that are so beautifully guided in, it's worthy of going through. See that the Go Sampada should be there in my house. I take care of all the Go Pashu Sampada, and then they yield to me whatever required for my survival. And let this Go Sampada be developed and protected by the Krupa of the Devatas. And with this Go Sampada of milk ghee, I will only propitiate the Devatas through the Yajna Yaga Upasana. Let no chore or no animals kill my Go Sampada. See that conscious effort, conscious sankalpa, conscious prayer. How useful, how important it is. I though feel fascinated when we read these mantras, ki how active, alert, and dynamic and responsible were our rishis. One side toward the Brahma Vidya, the other side regarding all outer safety securities. They were never inadvertent. They were never lazy or sleepy. They never gave responsibilities to someone at the because of their laziness. No, they were so conscious, and that's how the Veda Parampara teaching these values sustained that beautiful Hindu way of life till now. Now we are forgetting them. We are adopting all the Western things, so we are losing the beauty of our being Hindu as Sanatan Dharma. We have to reinstate. For that purpose only, as a small contribution from our side, we are doing these chantings. Okay, let us chant this mantra Sir Dobar. And tomorrow, this Go Suktam, and before that, that Dushta Shakti Nivarana Suktam, I didn't teach you, though it was very important. That also once will chant. And before that, the three Suktams that were there, invoking the grace to avoid all the Avichara dosha, they will be done. Tomorrow only Parayan. 3 plus 1 plus 1, 5 Sukta Parayana will do tomorrow. Then the next of day, new Sukta will teach. That's how the Lord has told. We continue. Om Atha Go Pushti Go Samrakshana Go Abhivruddhi Suktam Atharvana Vedantargata 2 times. Om Agavo Agman Nuta Bhadramakran Sidantu Goshte Ranayastvanme Prajavate Pururupa Ihasyoho Indraya Purve Rushaso Duhanaha Indro Yajvane Grunate Cha Shikshata Upedadati Naswam Mushayate Bhuyo Bhuyo Rayim Idasya Vardayan Abhinne Kilye Nidadhati Devayum Natana Shanti Nadabhati Taskaro Nasam Amitro Vyatirada Dharshate Devanshaya Viryajate Dadati Cha Yogittavihi Sajate Govate Saha Nata Arva Renuka Katoshnute न संस्कृतत्र मुपयन्तिता अभि उरुगायमभयन्तस्य ता अनु गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रोम इच्छाद् गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः इमाया गावः स जना स इन्द्र इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम् यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशं चित् अश्रीरं चित् कृणुथा सुप्रतीकम् भद्रं गृहं कृणुथ भद्रवाचो बृहद्गो वय उच्यते सभासो प्रजावतीः सूयवसे रुषन्तेः शुद्धा अवः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तेः मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. और एक बार ओम आगावो अग्मन्नुत भद्रमक्रन् सीदन्तु गोष्ठे रणयन्तस्मे प्रजावतेः पुरुरूपा इह स्युः इंद्राय पूर्वे ऋषसो दुहानाः इंद्रो यज्वने गृणते च शिक्षत उपेददाति न स्वं मुषायति भूयो भूयो रयिमिद्दस्य वर्धयन् अभिन्ने किल्ये निदधाति देवयुम् नता नशन्ति न दभाति तस्करो नासाम् आमित्रो व्यतिरादधर्षति देवांश्च याभिर्यजते ददाति च योगित्ताभिः सचते गोपतिः सह नता अर्वा रेणुककाटोष्णुते न संस्कृतत्रमुपयन्ति ता अभि उरुगायमभयन्तस्य ता अनु गावो मर्तस्य विचरन्ति यज्वनः गावो भगो गाव इन्द्रो म इच्छाद् गावः सोमस्य प्रथमस्य भक्षः इमाया गावः स जना स इन्द्र इच्छामि हृदा मनसा चिदिन्द्रम् यूयं गावो मेद यथा कृशं चिदश्रीरं चित्कृणुता सुप्रतीकं भद्रं गृहं कृणुत भद्रवाचो बृहद्वो वय उच्यते सभासो प्रजावतीः सूयवसे रुषन्तीः शुद्धा अपः सुप्रपाणे पिबन्तीः मावस्तेन ईशतमागशंसः परिवो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 तृप्ति वेद पारायणम गिव्स ए डिफरेंट जॉयस एंड अच्छी आदतें हैं कि नहीं है नहीं क्या छोड़ के थोड़ा सिनेमा गाना गाए यू मे डू इट बाबा आई तो यही करूंगा थैंक यू वेरी मच नाउ इन अवर लास्ट but one sadhana today of our dhyana purvaka mantrocharana now we are so lucky to be blessed every day with one or the other rishi gayatri mantra why that thought came and how we are continuously doing with same zeal and zest and energy, enthusiasm and beautiful inner desire and sankalpa. I to feel this is called Bhagavad Krupa. That is making us remember each of the rishis and invoke their Krupa and get prerana from them. In today's mantra, Gayatri, Vidmahe, we know you, O Rishi, you are Brahma Swarupa. We know when we pray to you, you bless us. That's the meaning of Vidmahe. Dhimahi, we do the entire upacharas to you, all sevas to you. Then, as a result of all of that, we reach into a mood of meditating on you. Dhimahi. Then, when you bless us, give a chance to ask, we beg you, we request you. For what? Prachodayat. Do the prachodanam of our every moment's life towards the Paramatma Anubhuti. While doing so, please give us all Shakti for that and remove also all obstacles for us and also for Sanatana Dharma, Bharata Varsha, Vaidika Hindava Samskriti. This is called Vidmahe Dhimahi Prachodaya. Okay, now who is the Rishi for the day? He is none but our own very sweet Rishi, Shaunaka Rishi. Shaunaka Rishi. Mast Badhiya Sa. One of the very sweet, humble Rishi. So great yet humble he is. About Shaunaka Rishi, the few things which we have to know are he is there in Vedas, Smruti and Purana and Itihasa. Very respectful Rishi he is there. And from him, the Shaunaka Shaka also started. Then he is a Mahayajna Karta and he is a Mahagrantha Karta and he is a Guru for so many Rishis. Shaunaka Rishi. General topic. Now one by one. Janma Vrutanta, he belongs to the Bhrugu Vamsha. In that Bhrugu Vamsha, his father is Shunaka Maharshi. Therefore, Shunaka Putra, he is called as the Shaunaka Rishi. So, Bhrugu Maharshi, from that Vamsha, the Shunaka Maharshi, of his son, he is the Shaunaka. So, the Shaunaka Gotra, even now, you can see in the world. Second point. Third, the presence or familiarity of Shaunaka Rishi in our Shastras. To begin with is first Vedas only. In the Vedas, Upanishads. In the Upanishads, one of the very sweetest of the Upanishads, is the Mundaka Upanishad. Mastu Mastu Wala. In that Upanishad, the Guru is Angirasa. To that Angirasa Rishi, the one who goes as disciple and invokes from him, from the Angirasa Rishi, the best of the knowledge is the Brahma Vidya for all of us for eternity. That credit, that grace is to this Shaunaka Rishi only. He is the disciple there. But for the disciples asking the question, gurus entering into that Atmanubhava sthiti, invoking the Paramatma's Anugraha only, then having those Paramatma Anugraha in the form of the mantras and teaching the disciples would never happen. You understand? Gurus are in that Anubhuti. Right now, the disciple asked. Therefore, he has to be given knowledge at the intellectual level, and that has to be in the form of words. Therefore, this Guru's Anubhuti, by the grace of that Paramatma Tattva only, comes in the form of those Upanishadic mantras which guides the disciple. So here, the Shaunaka Rishi has become the Hetu for all of us to have the beautiful Mundaka Upanishad. Such a complete Upanishad. Every Upanishad is complete. You cannot compare and say, Ye Mahan hai, Kam Mahan hai. Every one of them are Mahan. When you read that Upanishad, that is highest. What about other Upanishads? When we study that Upanishad, that time we talk. Not now. Now we are studying this is highest. Like that, our attitude has to be, because that Upanishads are so great. So then in that Mundaka Upanishad, if you remember, first two mantras, the Guru Parampara is told, the Acharya Parampara, the Sampradaya of the Brahmavidya. Then toward the end, this Shaunaka goes to the Guru Angirasa, then he asks the question. That is the topic. Wonderful topic. है ना? ब्रह्मादेवानां प्रथमः सम्बभूव विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता स ब्रह्मविद्यां सर्वविद्या प्रतिष्ठाम् अथर्वाय ज्येष्ठपुत्राय प्राह अथर्वणेयां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्यां स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्. Up to Angirasa, the knowledge has come here from Brahmadeva. So to this Angirasa, the Shishya goes. Who is he? Shaunaka. In that Shaunaka naming, Shruti Mata, the adjective given itself shows how he is a great person of so many yajna, so many of Annadana Satra, etc. Always busy in doing big, big yajnas to propitiate the Devata Anugraha. With their Anugraha, when lot of wealth is there, with that wealth he was always doing the Bhojana Annadana only. That is why his adjective is Mahashala. Isn't it? So he goes to Guru Shaunako Havai Mahashalaha Vidivad Angirasam Upasanna Papracha. Vidivat Angirasam Upasanna Papracha. With Vidhana, he goes to Angirasa Rishi and asks the question. And his question is beautiful, unique. Bhagavan Krishna adopts it in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter as well as 9th also. What is the question by the Shaunakaji? Mahashala example explanation already I gave you. Kasminnu Bhagavo Vijnate Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati iti. What is that one? When known, everything becomes known, you tell me. Gita Yajnatva Neha Bhuyonyat Jnatavyam Avashishyate. 7th chapter. So 9th chapter also. Jnana Vijnana Sahitam Yajnatva Mokshase Ashubhat. Having known which, all Ashubhas go away. Here also, in the 7th chapter also, that by knowing which everything becomes known. Here also, Kasmin Vijnate Sarva Vijnate. Then the Guru says, here two things you have to know. One is called Aparavidya, second is Paravidya. And in the Aparavidya, all the theory of all the Vedanga, he puts all of them in Aparavidya. Then that effort of yours in which you realize the Akshara Parabrahma, that is called Paravidya. द्वे विद्ये वेदितव्ये इति यस्म ब्रह्मविदो वदन्ति परा सेवा परा च तत्र परा ऋग्वेदो यजुर्वेद सामवेदो अथर्वणः शिक्षाकल्पो व्याकरणं निरुक्तं छन्दो ज्योतिषमिति अथ परा या तदक्षरमधिगम्यते यत्तदग्रेशमग्राह्यमगोत्रम् अवर्णमचक्षुश्रोत्रं तदपाणिपादं नित्यं विभुं सर्वगतं सुसूक्ष्मं तदव्यं यद्भूतयोनिं परिपश्यन्ति धीराः इतोऽन्नापि सृजते गृह्णते च यथा शतपुरुषात् केशलोमानि तथा अक्षरात् सम्भवति विश्वम् तपसा चेते ब्रह्म ततो न विजायते अन्नात् प्राणो मनो सत्यम लोकाकर्म जावृतम. This is the first whole Mundaka of first adhyaya. First Mundaka, first adhyaya. But he is the one who asked the question. Shaunakoy Mahashala. The Dangirasa Rishi was so happy, and you can see like in Katha and Mandu, all of them, in Mundaka also, gems of mantras, so many gems of the topics. Oh, worthy of studying every day. So in this way, Shaunaka Maharshi became the Hetu for the getting of this Mundaka Upanishad for all of us. Second one, beautiful, is The Shaunaka Maharshi is the one who is a cause for almost all the Puranas for us to get. Okay. The Purana Parampara is like this. Vyasa Bhagavan has given his four Vedas to four disciples and he gave the Puranas to the Romaharshana Rishi. Romaharshana Rishi gave it to his son, the Suta Maharshi. Suta Maharshi also was there when Romaharshana was teaching to his other disciples. Directly also, second also he heard. This Suta Maharshi is the Guru, he is a Suta. Suta is one who is born to the Brahmana Vyakti and Kshatriya Stri or Vaishya Stri, whoever it is. To that Suta Maharshi, this is come Bhagavata, and this Suta Maharshi is asked by the Shaunakadi rishis about all Puranas. It is said in the Naimisharanya, for 1,000 years they sat for doing yajnas. 1,000 years means long time parampara se karte jai. At that time, daytime, they have all the Narayana Yagnayagas done. Maybe early morning, some Upanishad study. Maybe in the evening, they want somebody to tell about the Paramatma Saguna Sakara Leela. They found this Suta Maharshi. They called him, they gave him the Suta Gaddi. नैमिषारण्य में अभी भी है व्यास गद्दी और सूत गद्दी उसमें बिठाकर with all the respects leading all the Shishya Samudaya over all the rishis only. Big, big rishis, they're all. Leading all of them was the Shaunaka Rishi. He is the one again, like in the Mundaka Upanishad, in all Puranas, he asked the Sutaji to teach all the Bhagavata Kathas or the Bhagavan's Leelas of all Puranas. Many of the Puranas are told by Sutaji as asked by Shaunaka. So Shaunakaji's contribution is, he is the one again the cause to get the Purana Jnana to us. And that knowledge given by Suta to Shaunakadi of Bhagavata and all Purana, Vyasaji again writes in the form of book. Hai beautiful the way the Shukadevji, Shaunakaji approaches the Guru Suta. Ajnanadvanta vidhamsa koti surya samaprabha Sutakhyahi mahasaram mama karna rasayanam इह घोरे कलोप्राय जीवश्चासुरताङ्गताः क्लेशाक्रान्तस्य तस्यैव शोधने किं परायणम् श्रेयसामपि यच्छ्रेयः पावनानां च पावनं कृष्णप्राप्तिकरं शश्वत साधनं तद्वदाधुना चिन्तामणिर्लोकसुखं सुरद्रुह सर्गसम्पदं प्रयच्छति गुरुः प्रीतः वैकुण्ठं योगिदुर्लभम् भक्तिज्ञानविरागाप्तो विवेको वर्धते महान् मायामोहनिरासश्च वैष्णवैः क्रियते कथम्. This is the way Shaunakaji puts the question in front of Sutaji. Then, pleased with that question, Sutaji starts giving the entire Puranas, all of them. Famous of them is this Bhagavata, from where we quoted these shlokas. So that way, the Bhagavata, the Puranas have come to us. Mundaka Upanishad also from this great Shaunakaji. Even in Mahabharata also, it is Ugrashrava who is the one who has given this whole Mahabharata story in that Yajna Sabha as asked by Shaunakaji. In the Vishnu Purana also it is Shaunakaji. So to in this way his glory we see him, and to some texts also is an author. Brihad Devata Grantha, Rugveda Pratishakya Grantha, Charana Vyuha, Rugvidhana, Anukramanika. These are all the things the Shaunaka Maharshi gave us. So Rugveda Parirakshakaha, Naimisharanya Mahasatrayaga is the leader of all the Brahmanas there. Then Brahma Jignasa in the Upanishads, Purana Sampradaya is there, and is also Hetu for the Mahabharata Prachara. Then in the Guru Parampara Maha Upasthiti, great Sthiti, one of the thing about Shaunaka is one of the beautiful disciples, Jignas, like Nachiketa and all. He is a great, great Jignasu. So from him, the Jignasa, the Guru Bhakti, the Jnana Anveshana, these are the things we can learn from him. Okay, then we can talk one or two things about him. That even Vayu Purana, in Brahmana Purana also, is portion, his contributions, questions are there. Then in that Brihad Devata Grantha, all the Rigveda Devata Varnana is there, Vivarana is there. So too, the Rigveda Sukta Sambandhi Katha stories he writes in that Brihad Devata Grantha. So too, in the Rigveda Pratishakya, what he has done? Vedocharana, Swara Niyama, Sandhi, Shiksha Shastra, all of that has come to us from the Shaunaka Rishi. In the Charana Vyuha Grantha, he has given us the four Vedas, Rugyaja Sama Atharvana, and their Shaka Prashaka that he has given us. And also in the Rugvidhana Grantha, how the Veda Mantra Prayogam is done for meditation or well as for Yajnayaga, he gave. So too in the Anukramanika Grantha, for all these chantings, who are the rishis, who are the devatas, what is the chandas, this anukramanika comes to us from Shaunaka Rishi only. In that way, so many things we can see from Shaunaka Rishi, Bhruguvamsha, one of the greatest rishis, and the Veda Sampradaya, Purana Sampradaya, Mahabharata Sampradaya, Brahma Jignasa, who taught us. In this way, in all the Shastras, he is there. So, today we will chant the Shaunaka Maharshi's Adbhuta Gayatri Mantra. So, Tannaha Shaunakaha Prachodayat. Then, Mahajignasavecha Vidmahe, because Mahajignasu. Then, he is there in Shruti, he is there in Smruti, he is there in Purana, he is there in the Itihasa also. Shruti, Smruti, Purana, Itihasa. Hetavecha dhimahi. Hetu means he is not the giver, but he is the receiver. That will also become the hetu. So, Mahajignasavecha vidmahe, Mahajignasu, Shruti Smurti Purana Itihasa, Hetavecha dhimahi, Tannaha Shaunaka Maharshihi Prachodayat. These Gayatri mantras you don't find anywhere. From their life story, we are only feeling here, writing, and we are our concern is Vidmahe Dhimahi Prachodayat. So the Lord will not object or doubt. We are clear in our intention. Okay. Om Parabrahma Paramatma Swarupa Shaunaka Maharshe Namaha Dhyayami Avahayami Sthapayami Pujayami Chatra Chamaradin Samarpayami Shaktyopacara Bhaktyopacara Devacharan Samarpayami Stotriadina Japadina Mantradina Kirtanadina Poshayami Namaskaromi Tavacharanam Sharanagatasmi Prarthayami Mama Atmanubhavam Prati Prachodhanam Krutva Asmin Kshane Eva Paramatmanubhavam Pradehi Sanatan Dharmasyapi Samrakshnami Vruddhim Vishwayaptim Guru Iti Prarthayami. Shaunaka Maharshi Gayatri Mantra is more special for us because we have to become the Jignasu like him. Jignasu. Om Mahajignyasave cha vidmahe Shruti Smriti Purani Itihasa Hetave cha dhimahi Tanna Shaunaka Maharshihi Prachodayat. Om Mahajignyasave cha vidmahe Shruti Smriti Purani Itihasa Hetave cha dhimahi Tanna Shaunaka Maharshihi Prachodayat. Om Mahajignyasave cha vidmahe Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Hetave cha dhimahi तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे जिज्ञासु जिज्ञासवे लाइक गुरु गुरवे. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास हेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनक महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्. ओम महाहेतवे महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम महाजिज्ञासवे च विद्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासहेतवे च धीमहि तन्नः शौनकमहर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ओम श्री शौनकमहर्षये नमः। नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि प्रार्थयामि मम संरक्षणं कुरु आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कृत्वा अस्मिन् जन्मनि अस्मिन् क्षणे एव परमात्मानुभवेन मुक्तिं प्रदेहि तथा च सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः भारतवर्षस्य संरक्षणाभिवृद्धिं विश्वव्याप्तिं च कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। शौनकमहर्षये नमः। शौनकमहर्षये नमः। शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमः। ॐ शौनकमहर्षये नमो नमः। We have done all our 6 sadhanas. The last 7th one, the common sense thought. Again today also, just hint is given. What is the hint is? Ki, we are studying daily Vedanta, Upanishads. And we have heard it so many times that Vedanta has solution for all problems. So, what is the homework today? Common sense thought is so simple. Note down your all problems. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 2,25,342। अब जितना है मेरे को क्या होता 225242। Then be genuine and serious, sincere. What? Use the gained Vedantic spiritual knowledge, gained Shastra Jnanam, which you have already gained, na? Use it to sort out one by one problem. This is what is the common sense thought today. Write down all the mantras, all the samasyas. क्या क्या है आपके पास 1 2 3 4. Obviously, all the problems are only about these 4 things. One problem is the upadika samasyas. Second problem is the vaishayika samasyas. Third problem is the vyakti sambandhi samasya. Fourth samasyas we have is about the paristhiti. Write down your own particular problems. Don't borrow others one. आपके लिए personally क्या दिक्कतें हैं, क्या problem है? What is the solution given by the Vedanta शास्त्र? दोनों को match up करो. Otherwise, knowledge is there but not used or applied, and therefore the problems are continuing and we are suffering. Doesn't look good, na? दवाई दिया है, आप खरीद के लाए हो, अब नहीं लोगे तो बीमारी से सफर करोगे. What is wisdom in it? पैसे हैं but you are not getting अनाज to make food and eat and suffering the hunger. What's the use of it? So too, how the Vedantic Jnana, Upanishadic Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Shastra Jnana is a very, very effective medicine, permanent cure for all our problems, all our dukkha. लिख लो एक एक समस्याओं को. Then what is the solution given by Shastra or Vedanta? Apply it. Problem with us is what? We love our diseases and we don't want to apply the medicine. And still we suffer and again we have complaints. Vichitra hai, as a human being, we are anywhere if you see, we are confused, we are chaotic, we are non-clear, and we only take all wrong decisions and suffer. And if some wise person wants to give an advice, we become emotional, we become sentimental, we cry. ये जब तक चलता है ना, all the devatas without any television, they enjoy seeing we the cartoons. For them, the continuous cartoon and comedy serials we are all. They look at us and enjoy. इसको तो सब solution दिया है, एक भी is not applying and is continuously suffering. That is a good comedy for the devatas to look at us. The rishis also. लोट पोट होकर हंसते रहते हैं लोग. They are enjoying our foolishness. So I am not now detailing or mentioning what are the problems you have. How do I know? And then why should I tell my problem to you? It is my problem. So I will find my Vedantic solution. Your things, why should I know? You know it. My things, why should I tell you? I will not tell it. Therefore, my thought today, common sense thought, has become very easy and simpler one. You find it. What is our Rishi Parampara, Guru Parampara gave the solution for our problems. You know? So the Sharira, what are the problems? Write down solution, apply it. And Vedantic solutions, most of them are Jnanatmaka only. In that Jnana, few are there, something to be practically done. And most of them are the ruthless Jnana, strongly gained Jnana. When it is ruthlessly used, many diseases go away. And most of us have our psychological problems, mental problems. What is Vedantic solution for the mental problem? And why should I tell again? It's already told. Every day we are doing that one. So to the solution for a problem with the people around us, with the situation that continuously come up, what Vedanta gave us solution. And soch lo aap. Even in fact, for some of them, you can write your own things. Don't send me. No, I cannot read. I have no time. I have to solve my own problem. But you write and make a record for yourself. In fact, the Vedantic Jnanam is nothing but the answers to all our questions, solutions to all our problems. But we should know the matching. We have all the problems, we have all the solution. Now we should know to which problem what is the solution. Be serious about it, be sincere about it, and eliminate that problem. Don't love the problem. ऐसा निकाल दो समस्या को भी वो दोबारा आए ही ना पीछे. So this is one common sense thought. The other thing is again, the Vedanta also guides us regarding our evolutionary travel. थोड़ा सा गौर करना, थोड़ा सा सिंसियर बनना. In what way our Vedanta Upanishad telling us about the growth or evolution. उसको थोड़ा वैल्यू करके समझो and try sometimes little by little sadhana and see if any of the benefits coming to us. Whether it is the sadhana chatushtaya sampada that Vedanta says, whether it is Shravana Manana Chintana, these are the ones Vedanta says, बेटा इसमें तुम busy रहो. करके देखना थोड़ा सा. उसका श्रुति माता का advice to solve the problems, Shruti Mata's advice to know the goal and means and follow. Let us make use of it. We have heard good amount sufficiently of start becoming practical. This is what we want to convey. That's all. Isn't it? So, थोड़ा सा एक hint देवे आपको. The Vedanta's solution is what? It tells us all dukkhas come only because of our attachments. थोड़ा इसके ऊपर ध्यान देना. Hint is given to you. Understand, is it right or wrong? Then what to do, how to go about, is a homework to you. Om, 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 Purnamadaha, Shruti Matre Namaha, Tatsat Brahmarpanamast. In fact, each of you can come out with a book also. My Problems, Vedanta Solutions. I have applied, I am really free from those problems and dukkha. You can try. Gita Mata solved these problems of mine. Upanishad has sorted out these issues. Yoga Vasana Maharamana cleared these doubts. थोड़ा आप करो, थोड़ा ये सेवा भी होता है लोगों को, no? When you write all of them and send across, people understand, oh, these are the same common problems for us also. So why not study Shastra? That way they get inspired. You can serve the world like that. I think it will be helpful. Try kar lena. Thank you. We'll stop here and Gita for some time. Let us study.